discussed about the what is the difference between the function and task. Till there we have stopped. Right now let us continue further. Okay. So today let me first complete this static and automatic task and function, which is very important, followed by all these types of passing of the argument. There are totally 5 types. All these 5 types first I will discuss. Okay, first let me complete all this. And as I told yesterday guys, please stay available from 1:30. Okay, so usually 1:30 I will try to start, if not maximum 2 o'clock. Okay, so for you, if you have any doubts you can clarify. Some router problem actually, I will upload now. Okay, the difference between the task and function, right? No, task rules and what enhancement points you have to remember in system verilog. Like in the function, output and in outputs are involved, right? We need not write the beginning statements. All this we have discussed in the last session. And also main importantly, the fork join and the complete concept of fork join, like where disable will work, where wait fork will work, everything we have discussed. That is very important with respect to your interview. In the interview definitely you will get this question, processes question. Okay, and you should be able to explain mainly fork join any and fork join none. Okay, no one will ask fork join because it is easy. Okay, they will ask fork join any, fork join none. Explanation wise you should prepare properly. Okay, yes. Now coming to the static task and automatic task, static function and automatic function. Okay, so it is easy. See, automatic means dynamic, static means what? It is having only one single memory. Okay, only one memory. Static, or see, static and dynamic, the main difference is in the dynamic you will be having multiple memories. Okay, you can have multiple memories in the dynamic. Okay, means generally I'm telling, in the static you'll be having only one memory. For example, our module, in the verilog we used to write module, right? Module is static. Actually that is a disadvantage, na? That is why we are coming to the class based codes. In the class based codes we can have multiple memory because class is dynamic concept. Okay, the same way in the task also we are having two types. One is a static task, one is a automatic task. Okay, for this let us directly understand with the help of example. Here you can see a small example. Class and class, I've taken a small task and a task. Okay, in that task I have written one small logic, I equal to I plus 1. Okay, and I'm trying to actually print it. Actually I'm calling it. Okay, I will have to write another task here. Okay, another task in the task you write, I'm trying to call this display task. Okay, you call it. Okay, every time I want to call it 4 times, just write for loop, for I equal to 0, I is less than 4, I plus plus. Okay, inside the for loop I am calling the display task. Okay, now how many times I'm calling? I am calling 4 times. Okay, first time, second time, means it will run inside the fork. If I have written this what display, if I'm calling like this 4 times, I am calling the same task. Okay, this task is static task. When it is static task, what happens? This container is having only single memory. Okay, first time you are calling, the answer is 1 because you are incrementing, no, I equal to I plus 1. Okay, na? First time you are calling, the answer is 1. Second time you will call, what is the present answer? 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Correct, na? It becomes 2 because I am having only one memory. Okay, third time you will call 2 plus 1, it is 3. Again next 4, 3 plus 1, 4. Okay, like this 4 times if you call, the final answer will be 4. Means first time it was 1, second time it is 2, third time it is 3, and fourth time it is 4. I mean to tell, when you have a single memory, whatever the value is currently present, for that value I am incrementing by 1. The same thing if you remove that static word and if you keep automatic, then what happens? Then 4 times also I will get 1 only. Why? Because first time when you call, I'll be having a separate memory. What is it? 0. I is 0. 0 plus 1, 1. Okay, second time you will call the same display, again 0 plus 1, it is 1. Again fourth time it is 1. Sorry, third time it is 1. Fourth time also it is 1 only. In the automatic, what happens? Every time you call the task, it is having a new memory. So every time you are going to get an answer as 1, 1, 1 and 1. But in the static task, what happens? You have only one memory only. Whatever the logic you have written, whatever the current value is present, for that only you are incrementing by 1. That's how the difference comes. Okay, so I think here I'm having here it is completely, you can check. So class and class, here I've written automatic. Okay, whatever the logic I have written na, see 1 2 3 4, 4 times I'm calling, but it is automatic, right? In the automatic, what happens? It is a dynamic memory. Every time you call, you have a fresh memory. Okay, when you have a fresh memory, 0 plus 1 is what? 1. So here also 1 is getting stored, here also 1, here also 1, here also 1. In case of static, I was having only one memory. Not like this, only one memory. First answer was 1. Again, in the same memory, you are again doing increment. 1 plus 1 is again 2. Next, 2 plus 1 is again 3. Like that. Okay. See, for automatic, this is the answer that you are getting. For static, you are getting the 1, 2, 3, 4 answer. Okay. That's the difference between the static memory and the dynamic memory. Not only with respect to task and function, with respect to module and class also, this is what is exactly happening. Okay, module and class we are creating, no, exactly this is what is happening. Okay, module is always static, only one memory we have. In the class, how many times you are using the class, those many new fresh memories will get created, which helps us in reusability. Okay, means same class I can use again and again and again and again for different application. But module is not like that. If you have written module only for one application only, you can use it. Okay, so that's how we are differentiating between the static and the automatic task. Same explanation for static and automatic function also. Okay, here I think I can zoom it. Just a minute, I'll just enlarge it. Hmm. Again the same explanation. So this time we are having again function and function. Okay, this time I now we have understood about the static and automatic functionality. Now keep that aside. Now what I want to explain is, inside the static, can I use both static properties and automatic properties? Yes, and even normal property. See, there are three types. One is static property, automatic property, and normal property. Normal property in the sense, by default what it will follow, it will follow the static rule. Why, tell me? Because I am writing this property inside the static function, means automatically this is also static only. That is what I want to prove now. Okay, next. So okay, static count I'm incrementing, automatic count I'm incrementing, count also I'm incrementing, these three variables: static count, automatic count, count. Okay, na, these three I'm actually incrementing it here. Okay, here what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to call three times. What it is, it is a static, which means what? Only one memory I am having, just one memory. Okay, now let us start incrementing. By default all values are 0 only, correct? From 0 I have to start incrementing. Okay, what is the value of static count? If you increment by 0 by 1, it is 1. Here also it is 1, here also it is 1. Okay, and one more thing here. Okay, let me write the memories here. This is only having one memory. Automatic, we can have different memory every time. Okay, three times I have called means three different memories I'll be having for automatic. And for this static, I'm again having one memory. Okay, for static one memory you will have. For automatic, I called three times na, so three memories I have drawn. For normal property, I have written static. Why? Because if I write the normal property inside the static function, automatically the property behaves like a static. Okay, now let me start incrementing. So static count, when you increment for the first time, it will be 1. Okay, and automatic also it is 1. What is this? Local count also it is 1. That's what answer I got here. Okay, one second. I think here 1 minute. Okay, Okay, all are 1, 1, and 1. Second time, when I'm incrementing, what happens? 1 plus 1, it becomes 2. This also becomes 2. But here, will it become 2? No, it is again a fresh memory. No? Again, still it will be 1 only. See, that is what I got. 2, 1, 2. See, 2, 1, 2. Third time, again here 1 memory only, 2 plus 1 is 3. Here also 2 plus 1 is 3. But here again a fresh memory because it is automatic. Every time I'm having a fresh memory. Okay, new memory I'm having. So the third output is 3, 1, 3. See, that's how it behaves. Okay, no matter that is a static property or automatic property, it behaves as it is. But what you have to understand is the normal property when you are using inside the static function, automatically it starts behaving like a static only. If at all if you write automatic, I think that is our second example. Yes, so here what happens, it is automatic na. See, this also behaves like a automatic. Okay, so local counter, see local counter, it is behaving like a automatic. Three times also, when you call three times also fresh memory is created. 1, 1, and 1. Okay, so this is also automatic, this is also automatic, only first one is a static. So when you have a static, the count is getting incremented because in a single memory only every time you do the increment, right? So here the count is getting incremented. Okay, so till now is it clear about automatic and the static task and function? Automatic and the static task and function, is it clear? I'm not only telling about the function and task, as I told, module and class also. This is the main difference that you people are supposed to understand. Okay, others, are you people there? Yes. Okay, that's about the thing. Okay, 1 second. Let me take the attendance. One minute. 1 minute. Okay. Pass by value, pass by reference is important with respect to the interview. Okay, but if they ask you people the class, most probably they will not ask the classification. They will directly ask what is the difference between the pass by value and pass by reference. Actually, okay, if they ask, then if they ask you to classify, then you can classify into 5 types. But usually in the interview, they will definitely ask you the difference between pass by value and what is the difference with respect to the coding. Now I will. And apart from pass by value, pass by reference, we also have pass by name, pass by position, and pass by default argument. These are the three extra types. Okay. So this I'll tell. Okay. Once I do the coding, I'll tell. Now first let me explain pass by name and position. Both are same. Okay. And just like how we are doing the instantiation in the Verilog, you people are doing two types of instantiation right now, name based and order based, right? That is what I'm trying to tell here. Name based, order is nothing but position. Okay, so that instance with inspired by that particular topic only, we have created this particular concept. Okay, so here what is happening, see, in the function you have written the variable has name and age. Okay, when you are passing the argument for the same two variables, see how you are passing exactly like instantiation. This is how you do the instantiation is in Verilog right now. So dot age, user age, this one, user sorry, age is the functions argument list. Okay, see here, name is a functions argument list. First what you are writing is, first you are going to write a instance name. Okay, for the function, I mean functions instance you can call, or the main function name you are calling actually. Okay, in case of module, you will be taking an instance name, but here whatever is the function, that function name only you are supposed to call it here. Okay, so here we are not instantiating, but the same concept is utilized here. Okay, this time I'm calling the function. This is called as calling of function. Okay, function is already written, I want to reuse that function. It is like again reusability. Okay, so function name, okay, followed by dot the argument of the function, followed by your variable, whatever the variable we have declared here, username, user age. Okay, so that user defined one here we have to write. Same in the instantiation, you will take RTL signal and the RTL signal and the test bench signal you are going to connect right now. Exactly the same way here also the syntax is like function name dot arguments of the function. Okay, arguments of the function is connected to the new user defined variable. That's how you're supposed to do the instantiation. Okay, so this is actually the name based. Okay, if you want order based, same thing. Instead of writing this name directly, what is the name na? So here below you can write fn underscore pass. Okay, dot is not required. Dot is required only when it is name based. Okay, position based means name na, name has to get connected to username, correct? So simply write it down, username, in order, that too. Okay, because username is directly connected to the first argument, that is name. Okay, next, what is this? User age, user underscore age, that's it. This much if you write, it is enough for order based. Okay, for name based only you're supposed to write name by name. Actually name based instantiation and name based calling only is actually used in the industry. We don't use position based. Why, you tell me? Because in the industry level of course there will be more than 25 signals. For 25 signals, how can you check the position? Means in the first position I have name, in the second position I have age, in the third position I have something else. How can I check the location? It will become difficult for me. Okay, that is why even in the verilog, if you are writing the code also in industry, we will usually use name based instantiation, not position based instantiation. Okay, yes, of course it is there in the concept, but which is application wise, which is useful means name based. Okay, because in the order based, what happens, one order if it is wrong also, wrong signals get connected. For example, in place of username, if I write user age, then what happens, you tell me? This name will get connected with the age. That is wrong, correct? So this type of mistakes, to avoid, we simply have to go to the pass by name. Okay, not only here, even in the instantiation concept also, it is better to go by pass by name only. Okay, yes, so that's about the concept. And according to whatever the name I have given, Alice and 30, that output I'm supposed to get over here. Okay, so this is called as pass by name, and pass by position I have told, it is not written here but I have informed. Okay, next, pass by default argument. I think it is small and not visible. Wait a moment. Hmm. Pass by default argument. Here what happens, already I have set the argument default. It's a default value. You know, you can't disturb this. Okay, when I'm writing the function, then itself I have declared the variables here. Okay, x and y I have declared, and I have also given the values here. Okay, and so I am here, you can see I'm trying to call this function. When I'm trying to call this function, by default 5 and 6 will be considered. Okay, because here you can see I didn't pass any argument. Why? Because argument is already fixed here, constant values I have given already. Okay, so here what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to display output result, this one, output result, input x. Where is that input x? This one, input x and input y. So only input x, input y, and output result, these three variables I'm trying to display here. Okay, what do I get? Output result I will get 30. I will tell how. Okay, output result I'll get 30. Input x is 0, input y is 0. First listen about this one. See, input x, input y, I didn't write anything inside the function about input x and input y, correct na? What is the default value of int? It is 0. So whatever is the default value, that default value will be given for input x and input y. Now coming to the output, what is the logic that I have given here? I have given x equal to x into y, and I want to return x. Okay, 6 5 it is 30, right? 30 is going to return to this function. So I'm getting, according to that, I'm getting the answer as 30, because in the function I have written a logic like x into y, and x and y values are fixed here. Okay, that is why when I'm calling the function, I'm not passing any argument. Okay, so according to that, 5 6 are 30, that answer I'm supposed to get here. Now what happens if I pass the arguments? new arguments. Will that replace? Let us check. See, now what is happening for this input x and input y, I am giving some values 2 and 3. Okay, now if you display input x, input y, now you will be able to see 2 and 3 values here. Okay, now what I'm trying to do, this time also I'm calling the function, but I'm calling the function and I'm adding some different arguments. Stable arguments I'm not taking, constant arguments I'm not considering. Okay, I am replacing that with new variables, and these variables values are 2 and 3. Okay, now what will I get for output result? So what is 3 into 2? 3 into 2 is 6, correct? Which means what? Here arguments overriding is happening. Arguments overriding is happening. 5 6 are 30. I used to get that right now. Now we are giving a new values. In place of the x I am giving 2, in place of y I am giving 3. I know that already constant values are written, but still if you want to change the values, yes, of course you can change. Okay, now when you remove this and when you keep 2 and 3, now what is 2 into 3? 2 into 3 it is 6, right? So according to that output result you will get 6. Okay, so when you are passing the arguments by the default values or stable values, there is an option for you. Two options are there. One is you just call the function with the same argument, or if you want to replace the values, you can still replace. That's your choice. Okay, so this is the two options that you have if you pass the values by default argument. Okay, so once you write the function, then itself you can give the constant value. Later on if you want to override that, you can still override. Okay, that's about the default argument. Now coming to pass by value and pass by reference. Okay, this is easy. So in the pass by value, so here in the slide also you can see, usually in the pass by value what happens, the changes that you are doing in the functions argument list, okay, is not visible to the outside world. Or outside means it's also called a subroutine area. Okay, what is this? I will tell. So here just observe, you should see a function is there na, this is a function, above function and below function, whatever it is there, that is called a subroutine area. Usually technical term if I speak, it is called a subroutine area. How you should tell the explanation now for this means, in the function whenever I'm not writing the ref keyword, this is called by pass by pass by value. Okay, pass by value means you are trying to give some different, just now I explained no that I'm overriding the value. Here I'm not overriding the value, but I'm trying to pass the whatever the arguments are there, for that arguments I'm trying to pass the value. Simple, simple. No, it's in the code itself, it is there. Argument is there. For that argument variables I'm passing the value from outside. Outside means I'm passing the value from the subroutine area. In this case what happens, we are supposed to tell this kind of passing of values is called as pass by value. Suppose if I write ref keyword, that is called as pass by reference. In this reference what happens I will tell. Before that, in the pass by value what happens, if I make any changes here inside the function, that is not visible to the outside world, or it is not visible to the subroutine area. What do I mean by this statement? I will run the code and I will explain. Just a moment, I'm just making the two Okay, so here x and y value I have given 30. Okay, and then z equal to sum of x comma y. What is that sum? I'm trying to call the sum function here. Okay, with the function whatever I have written here, I'm trying to call here. Okay, and I'm trying to display x value, y value, z value. Okay, and remember whatever I'm doing here, it is not visible to the outside world. Okay, x value what I got 20. Okay, y value what I got 30. Okay, see according to 20 30 I'm getting no problem. Z value what I'm getting 80. How 80 means? See, x equal to x plus y. What is x plus y? 20 plus 30 it is 50. Okay na? And I am actually, see, x plus y only I'm actually here returning 50. Okay, when how I'm getting 80 means 50. Okay, here the x value is actually 50. 50 plus what is y value? It is 30. 50 plus 30 how much? 50 plus 30 it is 80, right? 50 is a x value. Okay, see here you have to check line number 7, then you have to check line number 6. Okay na? X value, y value 20 30 I got, not a problem. Okay, but when I'm calling the function like this, what is happening? In the line number 7 return x plus y. What is x value? 20, y value 30. 20 plus 30, okay, I got 50. Okay, x plus y value I am storing, where I'm storing? I'm storing that in the x. Now what is the x value here? X value is 50, right? 50 plus what is y value? It is 30. 50 plus 30 it is 80. Okay, I'm getting the answer here as 80, but that 80 is not visible to the outside world. That is what I mean to tell. Okay, here actually I should get the answer as 50, not 20. Okay, that 50 I am not getting, that is my problem. If I add the ref keyword, see what happens. If I add ref keyword and if I run, now I will get the answer as 50. This is 20, sorry, 20, 30. Okay, see, I got, see, 20 30, and this is 80. See, if you add ref keyword, whatever the changes we are doing here na, that is visible outside. See, clearly I'm getting 20 50. 50 plus 30 it is 80. You got a clarity here. Okay, but if I do not write ref keyword, okay, answers I will get correct only. Okay, but that x value is not getting updated here. Okay, because x value changes you are doing inside the function na, that whatever the changes we are doing inside the function, that is not visible to the outside world. See, I'm getting 20. Actually that is not 20, you have to get the answer as 50, correct na? But you are not getting 50, you are getting still 20 only. But answer are you getting wrong? No, answer is correct only. According to the function I have to get 50 plus 30. 50 plus 30 answer I'm getting, no problem with answer. But that x value is not getting updated outside the function, that is pass by value. In the pass by reference it is transparent. See, just imagine this is a room which is having a glass kind of wall, that is called as pass by reference. Pass by value means this particular room is having a cement based walls, which means what, you can't see outside, and outside person can't see the what is happening inside. That is pass by value. Pass by reference means it is a glass based walls, the things are transparent. Whatever changes you are making here, that values are getting updated below also. Okay, so is it clear about pass by value and pass by reference? Answers both are same only, but with respect to x value it is getting changed. Okay, here x value is getting updated na, that updated value is not visible outside. So others, yes, Gnaneshwar, Krishna, memorize only one code. Okay, and only thing is you have to add the ref keyword here if you want to pass by reference. That's it, only one keyword you have to add, that is ref. Okay, so that's how you're supposed to work with pass by value and pass by reference. Okay, so remaining things is not required actually, but according to the syllabus I have taught you people. Okay, just give me a moment. Yeah, sorry for the disturbance guys, sorry for, I got a call from sir actually. Yeah, uh, okay, so that's about the function. Now function is completed, function and task. Okay, see how much you have to study. First, function and task difference you should study. Okay, mainly in the interview you should be having a proper clarity about what points you should tell in Verilog, what points you should tell in SV. Okay, because both are different. In SV same points only, but little bit extra points you have to add. That is about difference. Next, static and automatic task and function. This clarity you should have, means you should be able to explain properly, guys. See, in SV and UVM, the main thing is we should be capable to explain the concept properly, because the interviewer will be having only 1 hour time. In that 1 hour, they have to test you in all the subject, right? So main questions they will ask, like processes question, as I told. Okay, and you should be so good in explaining the concept. Okay, whoever is watching the recording, okay, please make a running notes. How I have explained, the same way you can write the explanation, and you have to practice that. Okay, because I have seen most of the students, they are good in practical things. If I ask them to write the code, they are writing the code, but the problem with them is they are unable to explain the concept. That is where they are not clearing the interview. Okay, this is a common problem that I have seen in the past 3 months in this institution. Okay, so make sure to properly explain the concepts. Okay, some one very good company, which company it was, Sondrel or something. Okay, two students. Okay, even I only have taken the session for them. Okay, they had got a very good opportunity, they had been to the interview. Practically they are very good. Okay, just because they could not explain the concept properly, because they their communication skill is not good. Okay, since one day I was from day one I used to tell them to make a notes of a explanation, but I do not know whether they have made or no. They could not explain the concept to the interviewer. Okay, so because of that they didn't get selected. Okay, even I, from then again they started the serious preparation. When the opportunity is given for you guys, don't misuse it. Okay, now itself when you have time, uh, prepare with respect to the explanation. Okay, explanation itself is important, 80%. Even though practically here and there if you commit mistake, interviewer will help you, but explanation only, if you are silent, no one can help you. Okay, so please, and one more thing, the candidate who was not knowing UVM, he got selected because he explained the concept properly. First of all, he doesn't even know if, he was in my SV batch, still UVM didn't start, he gave the interview. Based on the SV explanation itself, he got selected. Okay, such scenarios also has happened. And the candidate who know SV, UVM and project, they didn't get selected. Okay, this is one of the major problem, guys. I was really very much disappointed for those two candidates, because technically they were very good. Okay, so that is why, uh, even if you, whatever is your mother tongue, maybe Kannada, Telugu, whatever it is, but please practice with respect to the interview explanation. That is why I asked sir to conduct the presentation. Okay, that is why sir, last month he has conducted a presentation things. Okay, presentation we are keeping not to check your technical skill. We know that you are good in technical. We want you people to explain the concept properly. Okay, so this please take it seriously. Okay, good packages you will get, don't misuse it, because again and again and again you will not get opportunities, good opportunities, I mean. Opportunities will come, but good opportunities are very less. Okay, yes. So that's about the thing. Okay, so I'll stop here. Okay, because I will have to take some meeting, it seems sir has informed me. Okay, I'll stop here. So I have not uploaded yesterday's recording, I will update it. Okay, and till here, till day 9, whatever the concepts we have completed, please have a revision. Okay, till another, till 17th I'll not take review. It is announced like I'll any review till 17th, but after 17th anytime I can conduct a review. Okay, see, 17th, till 17th you are free, but till 17th make sure to complete all the concepts properly. Okay, yes, after 17th only now I'll conduct the review. Okay, yes. Okay, guys, I'll stop here. Okay, I think in your what system Verilog classroom, everything is updated with respect to your live session codes, with respect to your practice codes, everything. Still, anything you require, you can ask me anytime. You can ask me. Okay, yes. Okay, guys, I'll stop the session here. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you.